We are in Megville, Colorado for the 11th race of Season 1 of the SCRL V8 Supercar Series here at the Bullrun Raceway. The 39 of Luke Rainey will be leading us to the green flags, and beside him is the 23 of Keenan Busch. Points leader Richard Torres will be starting in the 28th spot. He has a 86-point lead over his closest competitor with 4 races to go. As you can see the rest of the starting lineup. Yes, Bullrun, a fictional track that was on the original NASCAR racing game back in 1996, I want to say. Figured, why not? Let's go to this track. It's kind of ironic because we are in Colorado, and where will the next Mexico track be? Colorado National Speedway, depending on when you're watching this race. So it'll be a doubleheader here in Colorado with the V8 Supercars and Bullrun and the Mexico Series in Colorado National Speedway. It's a cloudy day here at Bullrun. Is that a sign of things to come? Because this series is slowly coming to a close. I had to shorten the schedule, of course, due to lack of good quality racing. I want to give you guys the best racing I can possibly give you, and I just feel like this series has not been given it to you. So I made an executive decision. I cut the schedule by 5. And we're going to move on. And here's the command for the 11th time here in Season 1.
Drivers, start your engines!
And the field is rolling off. And I also want to give you guys the best commentary I can, but I just ain't been feeling it for this series. It's been kind of boring. I don't get as pumped up as I when I do the Mexico Series. And we are racing at Bullrun for the first time here in the V8 Super Series. Luke Rainey will lead him off towards turn number 1. This is the second time here in the SCRL we are racing here at Bullrun. We ran here in the Rally Car Series, I want to say. Rainey goes wide. Here comes the 23 of Keenan Busch on the outside to take the lead. Great move by Keenan Busch. Here comes the 8 of Kyle Hunter trying to move up. Not enough. So Keenan got a great jump as he leads this pack through. We'll see if Luke Rainey can catch up or not. Guys, look at the cows on the left side of your screen. Yeah, that shows a lot of detail that the person who made this track has. The actual video game actually had cows on this track, and so does this track, so that's pretty neat. Luke Rainey continues to hold second after he lost the lead on the second turn. Kyle Hunter's in third, fourth is Sebastian Torres, and fifth is Rodney Croach. We are still green as I have toned down the AI once again, 70% to allow for some racing. As you go to this little dip right here. Boop. Boop, boop. End of this turn. I put it on 70 to allow us to have some racing, but I know most of you come... Well, no, not most. I know some of you come for the wrecks that NR 2003 gives us. And I think I'm going to give you guys what you want. For the remaining few races, we're going to go full throttle 110. So, this will be the last race. Race number 11 that will have 70%. We are going to go full throttle, like I said, 110 for the final 4 races. So, that should be good. It might be bad, depending on who you are and where you start. Basically, drivers who start up front will win. And it looks like this is no exception here today. Yep. There's Richard Torres, our points leader. He's in 29th. So he is just barely in the points paying position. 32nd is the final position where you'll gain 2 points. So Torres riding around in the back. While the other Torres, Sebastian, runs in the 4th spot. So one Torres does good, the other one doesn't. As Keenan continues to hold the race lead as we go under the bridge. Mostly single file. Of course, for those of you that don't know the news that broke out this week, this series will be coming to a close, as well as the Mexico series, and we will debut the very first season of the SCRL Cup Series, with the debut season being the 1949 season. And we are using the Grand National 55 mod as a template, so we will be simulating every single season in the Cup Series, starting from 1949, going all the way up to 2017, or whenever you're watching this. So we will run every single Cup season, schedule, track, and all that stuff. So going by based on real life, it'll be 100% real life. So no fantasy tracks, no fictional schedules. It'll be a totally accurate what the real schedule is. So the first season, 1949, will be 8 races, starting with Charlotte Fairgrounds and ending with, I believe, North Wilkesboro. And we will go on up from there. The points system we will be using will be the 175 that they used between 1975, of course, and 2004. So we will use that point system to get 5 points for leading lap and so forth, since that's the closest you could get to point system. So it's going to be very interesting to do the early years of NASCAR using the 55 mod and doing the schedule, because 1964 has, 62 races? That's going to be brutal. Yes, Keenan Busch continues to hold the race lead. Nothing really much to talk about. I know we commentators are supposed to be, full of commentary and all that, but there's not really much to commentate on. Richard Torres back to 29th still. I remember this track being very fun to race on NASCAR racing. And it's neat that someone actually made this track for NR 2003, but yeah, I mean, it's the typical norm. Driver starts up front, driver wins. Rinse, recycle, repeat. Rinse, recycle, repeat. And all the races, they have to be on road courses because, it's a road course-based series. So, yeah. And I know what's going to happen if I put it on. See, 70, it makes it even, kind of really, and all that. 90 is good. 110, they wreck too many laps, too many races and all that, so tone it down, try and give us a racing experience. And then that racing experience turns out to be a snooze fest. And the only driver liking it is the driver who starts up front. So it's not a win-win. I mean, the only win-win is Keenan Busch right now because he's leading and he'll get a win. Maybe, unless he has a mechanical problem or something blows up. But if I do put it on 110, the driver up front is still probably going to win because he's starting up front and there's wrecks in the back. So I don't really see any difference between 70, 90, and 110. It'll just be wrecks. The race will probably end under caution as well. So there's not really much gain, I don't think, aside from seeing wrecks. And we see wrecks a lot of the time in Talladega, Daytona, Dover, Charlotte. I mean, that ARCA wreck in the Charlotte race was pretty brutal. So we're single file. Oh, look at this. We got a battle for position. Richard Torres is going to lose a spot to Kyle Metz. And he might lose another spot to Cam Nixie. No, he does not. So Torres is in 31st. If he loses one more spot, he's only going to gain 2 points. So this is not a good points day. Whoa, we got a car smoking. That's Cole Nixie. And at 25, he's in 5th spot. So bad break for Cole, who has a mechanical problem. Question is, will he get back around without causing a caution? Keenan Busch is hoping, pleading, praying, please no caution, because we will go back to green. There's only 1 lap caution period. So we'll see if Cole can make it back around or not. In the meantime, Keenan continues to hold a 2-second lead over Luke Rainey. Then you got Kyle Hunter in 3rd, Rodney Croach in 4th, Dexter Black in 5th, Keith Stevens in 6th, 7th is Connor Thunder, 8th, Bill Jones, 9th, Greg Lee, and 10th is Brian Fox. Sebastian Torres has dropped out of the top 10, being held up, I guess, by the blown up Cole Nixie. So Sebastian will lose several spots, as Cole is still trying to drive around this course, as Keenan will lead him out of the final turn, and Keenan will lead the halfway point, 5 laps down, 5 laps to go here at Bullrun. I bet there will be one person in the comments that say this racetrack should be called Bull, you know what, instead of Bull Run, because of the racing quality. And I don't blame you. Just trying to keep... Whoa, we got another car that's blown up. That's Kyle Hunter in 3rd. What the heck is going on? So the driver in 3rd and 5th blows up. And Kyle is going off course. Oh, he almost hit that wall. Whoa, we got a wreck. Sebastian Torres. And there ain't no caution. Okay, that's kind of weird. No caution. All right. Now, how is that? What the heck? We got a car off track. That's Bill Jones. Okay. That's kind of weird. Cole is still trying to get around the pit road, as Kyle Hunter goes from 3rd to 2nd to last due to his mechanical problem. What the heck is going on? As Cole Nixie will finally make it back to pit road, but Cole will still finish dead last. As Cole slowly makes it out the final turn. Here comes Keenan Busch. So it's between Keenan Busch and Luke Rainey. Luke Rainey is hoping, pleading, praying, hey, Keenan, can you blow up so I can win? So we got 2 drivers in the top 5 in this race have blown up. Sebastian Torres got spun out. Lost a lot of spots. And we get 4 laps to go here at Bullrun. Will anything else happen? Luke Rainey gained 8/800ths of a second that lap. So we'll see if Luke Rainey can close in and reclaim that race lead. Dexter Black is in 4th now. 5th is Keith Stevens, 6th Connor Thunder, 7th Bill Jones, 8th Greg Lee, 9th Brian Fox, and 10th is Kyran Payborn. As Kyle Hunter continues to limp around this track trying to make it back to pit road. Makes it under the bridge. We'll get the 3 to go signal next time by. If a caution comes out, we might have time for a 1-lap shootout. So the lead is 1 second right now between Keenan Busch and Luke Rainey. The front 3 drivers have never won in this series. Of course, being Keenan, Luke, and Croach. Dexter Black hasn't won either. Keith Stevens has, so it's the first 4 that has never won in this series. Luke Rainey is closed in a little bit more, you can tell by the distance. As we go under the bridge. It's a neat shot. And front. As you can see, the Kyle Hunter has finally made it to pit road, so no caution. Luke Rainey trying ever so much to try and get past Keenan Busch. But Keenan pulls away ever so slowly. Out the final turn. 3 laps to go for Keenan Busch. The lead was 1.01. It is now 1.6. Rainey lost 600ths of a second. What the heck? And now we get another car blowing up. Riley Spurley tube. What the heck is going on? That's 3 cars now. Well, this makes it more entertaining for some people. But still up front, Keenan Busch continues to maintain his race lead as he sees the cows. Riley Spurley tube will make it back to pit road as we've had 3 mechanical problems in the past, 2 laps. Who will be next? Well, if you're Luke Rainey, you're hoping that, hey, Keenan Busch, could you blow up right about now, please? And Rodney Croach is hoping that both Luke Rainey and Keenan Busch blows up. To this turn, heading toward the bridge. As you see the tire marks right there, but still no caution. The cautions are on, so I don't know why it's not triggering it. And to the final turn. We're sticking with your leaders because this is the most important battle, basically, because no one else is really doing anything. Keenan Busch will see the 2 lap to go signal. If a caution comes out between now and the white, this race is official. There is no green-white checkered here in the V8 Supercar Series. So this race will be official no matter what happens. Let's see, is Richard Torres in points? Yes, he is. Torres is in 30th. He will gain 4 points. His closest competitor was 86 points behind, so not a great points day for Richard Torres, but I assume he will still be our points leader, barring something happens. Of course, our season finale will be Surfer's Paradise. We're still going to go to Shanghai. So that's 2 of the 4 remaining tracks. I don't know what the other 2 tracks will be. I gotta look at my schedule. Make sure I can fit all 40 cars. It's Keenan Busch. A somewhat... Well, he is a veteran driver. He's been around for a while. Hasn't had... Well, he's had success. I mean, he won the first ever Busch Series race at Daytona, so... He's had success, but he's not, like, super ultra successful, is, I guess, the word you could say. Keenan's still trying to make his own history and legacy in this league. As you got a battle for 3rd almost, as Dexter Black is trying to get around Rodney Croach. As Keenan Busch will come out of the final turn, and he will see the 2nd greatest thing you could ever see. This race is official. White flag, 1 lap to go for Keenan Busch. The lead is nearly 3 seconds. Actually, it's 4 seconds. So Keenan leading them slowly through turn 1 into turn 2. This is turn 3. Gets a run. And towards turn 4. Keenan took the lead as we got battle for position back here. Jonathan Matthews trying to move up past the 44, Kevin McHugh. Most of the drivers going single file, but some drivers battling for position still. Trying to gain as many spots as they can. Looks like Luke Rainey will not catch Keenan Busch unless something happens to him. Keenan Busch did not start on the pole, but he got around Luke Rainey from the start and led every single one of the 9 laps completed. So Keenan trying to once again continue the streak of being a dominator. This will be Keenan's first win in a pretty long time. I don't even remember when he last won a race. But he's going to write that name in the history books as winning yet another race in another series. Under the bridge. Into this turn, he doesn't have to push the issue too much. He's got a 4-second lead. Even if a caution comes out, it won't matter anyway. Turn 12 into turn number 13. And Keenan Busch leads him off the final turn. And Keenan Busch will dominate, lead every single lap, and scores his first win of the season here at Bullrun. Well, can't say I'm surprised. That's typical of V8 Supercars. So here are your race results. Keenan Busch dominates and leads every single lap. Second is Luke Rainey. Third, Dexter Black. Fourth, Rodney Croach. Fifth, Connor Thunder. Sixth, Keith Stevens. Seventh, Bill Jones. Eighth, Greg Lee. Ninth, Brian Fox. And 10th, Eli Bright. Let's see, where's our points leader? Points leader, Richard Torres, finishing the 29th spot. Not a great point today, but he still received points. We had 37 drivers finish the race on the lead lap. 3 drivers were out. Riley Spurley tube due to a broken header. Kyle Hunter due to a broken camshaft. And Cole Nixie out due to a tire despite his car smoking. So, yeah. Well, that's the 11th race of the season at Bullrun. We will take you to victory lane for the first time this season with Keenan Busch. Here are your point standings at the 11th race of the season at Bullrun. Richard Torres is still our points leader. He has a 30-point lead over Keenan Busch, who just won at Bullrun. So going into the race, Torres had an 86-point lead. It is down to 30, so he lost about 50 points. Third is Luke Rainey, who finished second, 46 points behind. Fourth, Riley Spurley, 65 points behind. And fifth, Cole Nixie, 67 points behind. Sixth is Evan Hunter. Seventh, Anthony Lopez. 8th, Jonathan Matthews. 9th, Jeff Bright. And 10th, Marcus Sanchi. 11th is Keenan Busch. 12th, Keith Stevens. 12th, Bill Jones. 13th, Rodney Croach. 14th, Joe Jefferson. 15th, Brian Fox. 16th, Danny Bouchard. 17th, Simon Nichols. 18th, Eli Bright. 19th, Max Anderson. And 20th, Kevin McHugh. 21st is Kyran Pangborn. 22nd, Evan Rudd. 23rd, Willa Chinchilla. 24th, Sebastian Torres. 25th, Kyran Rally Howell. 26th, Jason Larker. 27th, Jonathan Rains. 28th, Tim Randolph. 29th, Patrick Smith. And 30th, Connor Thunder. 31st, Kyle Metz. 32nd, Alexander Rowe. 33rd, Greg Lee. 34th, Dexter Black. 35th, Isaac Nichols. 36th, Stuart Gratton. 37th, Carter Friesen. 38th, Jay Jefferson. 39th, Cam Nixie. And last in points is Kyle Hunter. So that is your point standings at the 11th race of the season at Bullrun. We will next see you at the 12th race of the season at Yas Marinen, I think is how you say the name, for the 12th race of the season. And until then, keep the hammer down, and we'll see you at the track.